There is a conversation right now in the country as to whether the president should engage in a conversation with the Gen Zs and millennials as part of the suggestions from the church leaders. Now, on this video here, I want to show you the reason as to why the president should not engage in a conversation with these youths, whoever they are, at whichever the time. Why am I saying so? There are so many issues that these people have with the president that even the conversation itself cannot make sense in any way. One of the things that we have here as a problem, it is the trust the public has on the president. Most of the people right now in Kenya do not trust the president. Whatever he says, whatever he promises at any point in his speech, that's the first thing. Now, therefore, the president should regain trust of these people. The second thing the president should not do is the reason as to why I also feel that the president should not engage in a dialogue. It is because of the deaths that have occurred in the country. Right now, most people are angered on what the president has done to ensure that, on what the president has done in relation to the people who have been killed. The president has shown some form of, has not shown empathy on the people who have died, and he has not really tried even to apologize or even feel the kind of a situation that most of the parents who have lost their kids are right now experiencing. Now, therefore, it is not right for the president to engage in a conversation in the form of a dialogue with the people who are angered with him. Another thing I feel right now is the abductions that are going on in the country. Right now we have abductions happening, and the latest one was from Alfred Keteru, who was abducted in the broad daylight from church heading home, and that was very wrong. This kind of abductions show that the president is against the people who are having a contrary opinion to his deeds. Now, the youths are some of the people who are having contrary opinion to the deeds of the president, and also considering the fact that Alfred Mutua has associated himself with this group, that means that they are touched with the abductions that are happening in the country, and particularly that of Alfred Keter. And the problem we have is the arrest. The president has people who are arrested in custody right now, and yet these people are just peaceful protesters. Most of them are young guys, starting from the age of 17, as per the statistics that we have. Now, considering this kind of a situation, the president should know that such arrests cannot allow a dialogue to occur, because these people are informed. They know some of them are arrested, their groups, their colleagues are arrested, and therefore there's no much that can happen if these people are not released. Now, another thing that can happen here is that can prevent the president from having a dialogue. It is the killings that occurred, and the president has not said anything that matters to them. The president has not really said that the government is going to give any form of token, any form of support, any form of justice. So the president has been quiet on this, and that makes it difficult for the president to hold a dialogue. But now then, what should the president do as far as the dialogue is concerned? First of all, the president should start executing some of the things that can be executed at this point. I'm pretty sure that the president, there are things that the Gen Zs and millennials are demanding which can be implemented immediately. Now, one of them is abolishing abductions completely and ensuring that those who have been abducted have been released and they're safe. That's the first thing. If he pronounces that strongly, I feel that the people can start trusting him, and particularly if we don't see any other abduction. And the things, these deaths that have occurred, the president should come out and pronounce himself strongly about the deaths. Either support the families, those who are injured in hospitals, maybe he can decide to ensure that the bills of the hospitals have been taken care of by the government. Such kind of things can help him to restore the trust that he has lost, that the public has lost on him. Another thing the president should do is to ensure that at least those arrested have been released unconditionally, and ensure that they are safe. If there is any form of bail, I think should be taken care of by the government. Therefore, the judiciary should be notified that nobody is left out. Nobody is left in jail, despite, especially after being arrested from the protest. The other thing that the president should do is to order a proper audit of the debts that we have in the country. Right now, the concern of the people is that we keep on paying debts, yet we don't know precisely how much is it, who is it paid to, and how is it paid to, and how much has been paid. Therefore, we need a clear public audit, debt audit, because we can also determine from the audit that this is what this loan, when it came to Kenya, it did, and what is there right now. So those are some of the things the president should do. And I feel that if these things are done, it can restore the trust of the Gen Zs and the millennials, and to some extent, of course, not fully. And as a result, there can be a good environment for these people to dialogue and share, because there's a possibility that Gen Zs and millennials have the solution for this country. And if the president listens, there it is. Kenya will keep rising. That is my take. That's my video there and there. My name is Abdul Mukwa. Can you make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that's the best support you can always give this channel.